Good, good, good. Where am I? I'm back. Let me double check, okay? I guess it's working now. Hi, Sahil. Burger, you're again. Arna, better? Is it better? How old are you guys? What kind of question is that, Burger? Or are you asking the people how old they are? I changed some stuff in the settings. The quality is a little bit low compared to before, so that there's no lagging and stuff. Okay, I guess we can continue. Let's go. Your third team? Blue? I don't think so. You're very young. Is that Navia? Yes, I'm starting to talk with Navia, Mishu. And welcome, Mishu. Burger is looking for you.
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
She's a baddie.
Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this and these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well? Fine by me.
Oh, welcome back, Akira. How's it now? Is it still
new
lagging?
helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on...
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me.
I love Mavika.
We'll be heading below stage.
I'm gonna get Mavika as well next time.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes,
Fine.
a world of
Okay,
secrets
that's
is
good.
hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcher. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform more easily.
Guys, please like the stream and subscribe. Thank you so much. What is Nakita? Burger. Mishu cannot understand that. You need to speak English.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon did...
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board.
Mishu, Burger just wants to say that he misses you. That's it. Miss Nakita. It means I miss you. I hope that is clear. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board.
So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get? Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Okay. Is this the magic reveal?
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
There's a passage. I knew it. I knew there's a passage.
I knew you'd figure out most of it. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh,
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a
really?
change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette.
So that's how it all worked! Wow, every detail you revealed was...
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish and then I walk out of the other box in the audience area. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously...
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic... Could we have a look
I
around?
don't know what's going
I
on
think
now.
we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
I don't like this this part of the game. Making me to overthink and overthink and overthink. I don't know who the suspect is.
Yes,
No
of
magic is
course, no
truly
need to be
magic,
so
but the
strict
swift
now.
of hand.
I won't
A
disappear
very
into thin air,
swift.
you know.
Swift hand.
Thanks, everyone. We're
Audience side magic box structure. Oh, search the underground passage for clues.
What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh?
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it.
Who's the killer? I cannot wait any longer, guys. Who is the killer?
oh, these are the clothes that the lady chose. Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Right. And do you really need to do... Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon does...
I don't want to be a detective anymore. Hi, Leon Chang. How are you? I'm not the killer, Burger. I'm not. I'm a girl of saving. 3K is so little. It's still a lot, though. I don't know if I like Fontaine for now. I've just started, so
The
too early
floor
to say
is
to
wet.
say
Please
that.
be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and here's a broken vase.
That can't be. The trolley moves.
Let's note this down too.
Broken flower vase. Okay, there's more. Investigate plotting. Investigate trap. Fontaine is peak. Really? The peak? High precision is required to complete this magic show, and tracks are perfect for making the trolley stay on its system. Yes, agree. Let's sit for a while. It's making me tired. The only good thing was the last part. Rest is okay. You don't like investigating either, Akira, I think. Zebai, I'll treat her as Hoyo treat horse for Kai. What do you mean? What do you mean? So, hi, welcome to my stream. I think you're new to my stream. How are you? And where are you from? I'm not lazy, Burger. This is just a 2-minute rest. 2-minute rest. Okay, let me sit for a while. Come on. I'm not really a new player. I've been playing for like 4 months. But not continuously. Are you also player Loffin? Loffin? Hi, sister. Hi. Where are you from, Suhu? That's it?
What is this place?
Looks like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have...
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, this space would be...
But there are no other ways in or out of
How's the
here.
game treating you so far? I've been playing since day 1. Really? Are you AR? What's your AR, Lefin? How's the game treating me? It's treating me... How can I say this? Treating me sometimes nicely. It's treating me sometimes terrible. I don't know. It gives me a roller coaster feeling. This is the release. Haunting laser. Other than those that go through the magic boxes.
Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Tunnel vent.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Return
Yes.
to the surface.
Let's head back up.
How can I go? Sounds like normal
Well,
Genshin
we've
writing.
ascertained the state of the crime scene.
Indeed, indeed. Wow. You're such a pro then. You're now AR60. So are you still playing Genshin? Are you trying to pull some characters?
Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So,
That was
what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the...
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in...
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both... No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial.
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Origin... That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and to put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
I just forgot. We are actually at Lynette's attorneys.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. Not that this has ever happened anyway.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The resultant return...
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Novelet called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same... Yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will...
Huh? What?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties. Or that we might find outside help to And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have a point!
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes...
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Just kidding! Just kidding! Paimon will still do her best.
Oh, you're gonna
even if
go,
there are no
Mishu.
snacks.
Thank you for dropping by. I only pulled Raiden and Mavika, except I got Mavika's weapon. I'm literally Soccer or Honkai Impact. Very screw. I don't know what to say about that. Thank you for dropping by, Mishu. See you next time.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have...
Huh?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
The man in black and the boss.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy...
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Is it weird they have all the ingredients and even a stove so that they can eat whenever they want?
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight.
These three are quite the interesting group.
That's correct. Wow!
And Paimon thought it
Food.
smelled good while it was
Desserts.
still in the oven! Oh, it's even better. From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the bake, but you ended up doing the entire thing by
I want to
yourself.
be friends with
Beating the egg
Navia.
whites, grinding almonds, everything!
I think if I am friends with Navia, I will never be hungry. Hi, Carlo. How's it going? I'm planning to pull Levi. She's interesting in putting Columbina into her. Good luck with that, Lofine.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smile.
Paimon was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty, beating egg whites, and...
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head.
tea is ready to be
Sugar is
served as
back.
well. This is Demoiselle's favorite. Strong. No need for concern.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon meant, however, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied
Hi,
its sealed
Northern.
confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course.
How
But
are
they lack
you?
any
Thank you for
logical
joining
motive.
the stream.
Exactly.
And join the
Why would they
chat.
do
Thank you
such
for
a
joining
thing
the
right
chat.
when everyone was watching?
People in the chat are fun. You can join them.
The flower vase
So
and the
much
thud we
sugar.
heard during the performance
Yes.
could indicate
Don't
some
you like
altercation
sugar,
between Halsey
Akira?
and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the... But the only people left to consider are both technically victims. Whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
Hmm?
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guards said that she has never had any dealings with the magic...
Were we not thorough enough? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia. They smell great!
They are my specialty.
What? 5? Oh,
Please don't worry about it. At my age of...
no! Being greedy is one thing. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough. Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one... Malus, set up the stove again, if you would.
Huh?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Exactly. We don't...
As you wish, Demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almond.
Well, this...
This is very weird. Why are they eating in the middle of the investigation?
Well,
huh?
that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time.
You don't love
As
sugar.
attorneys, I
That's
suggest
good
the two
for
of you
you,
think the
Akira.
case over
Every
again.
time I see Fiorina sitting, makes me want to make leche flan again. Ooh, oh my gosh, I miss leche flan. I hope I can make it. Oh, good for you, Arnav. Actually, Nefa didn't deserve the rerun against Susu. We got point. Rerun?
It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Nescafe Blanca. I haven't tried that burger.
Alright, thanks for your help, and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll
Let's
be back
go.
if I find anything new.
Probability of third person being involved. Okay, that's another clue.
Alright, it's...
Because Navia wants us to not have our brain go boom. You know, they said sugar makes you stupid. That's what they said. I don't know if it's true. Oh, this is the opera. I think Navi wants us to eat a lot of sugar so that we cannot function our brains well.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing. Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stand. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we...
Thanks, Navia. Well,
Best of luck to you.
Will be our attorney. It's just Navi showing us hospitality. Too much hospitality.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your
Bye,
investigation go?
Monsieur. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, see you next time. We're gonna miss you. We're gonna miss you. See you next time. Finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation
To be
go?
honest,
No. We're already very.
Well, now, don't you all look disappointed? Don't tell me that your
Eureka!
investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof, but don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
I just realized I don't like how Fiorina sounds. Do you also feel like that when you did the Fontaine Archon Quest? She always sounds sarcastic, you know?
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session.
Go for Enifa, she's honestly crazy in Nuvi. Seems she suits well with Fiorina as well, because of her lunar charge buff and damage. Maybe I'll pull her next time, Blue.
Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette.
After the story, you've changed your perspective.
Thank you, Mr. Linney.
Really?
In that case, I
Let's
take your
see
statement
if
to be that
It's going to change my perspective as well.
you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Would have a
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any...
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying. There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
They're debating. I like it.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
If people argue, if people actually debate in front of you, grab some popcorn, listen to it, enjoy to it, and eat some popcorn. Okay, let's listen to them.
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
Get some popcorn, burger. Fiorina will get humbled. Such a brat Fiorina is... What? Someone's about to butcher a burger. Why? Burger, did you say something to spoil me? Leon Cheng is mad at you. Pull for who you want to pull, Miss Streamer. It's better to enjoy the game. I like you, Laughlin. That's really right. Salty.
No, nothing.
Salt popcorn. That's the flavor.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically every...
Huh?
hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
Fiorina is lying.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box and I definitely heard the thud.
Look at those scales. Could those be
They probably represent the office.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me,
She sounds
aren't
very
you and
confident.
Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
She sounds confident and very scary. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes.
The House of the Hearth?
They're Fatui?
No wonder they did something like this.
That's not true.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all...
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
This is the twist? This is the twist? To feed the vegan burger to birds. Hi, Dean V. How are you? They're adopted children. Oh, okay. Adopted by the father.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that one. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted?
I don't like the
Now
arena in
comes
this
the
scene.
infighting and discord, I suppose.
So annoying.
This was almost too easy. Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is real.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell...
And Lina and Lynette are not really good clients. We are the attorneys. We need to know every detail as an attorney, right? Nice. Not good. Not a good team.
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points.
Father, come and save your children. Who is this father? Huh? Who is this father? That's true. You can call me Lara Loffin. That's my name, Lara, Lara.
First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
Oh no, he cannot say anything.
Please answer my question.
I'm sorry.
Your story cannot do anything. No, just kidding.
Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
William Storm, hi. Who is father? Can't say who yet. Okay, okay. Okay, I'll figure it out.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
I think the father is Nuvi. I think so. Hi, William.
What should we do now?
Granted.
My client has withheld some key information.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be... Yes, brief adjournment. We need a recess. We need a recess in this court. Recess. Never mind.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
Yes, the father is newbie. I don't. Are you sure, Lian Chang? I think you're just going with the flow. You know po who is the father. Her banner was few days ago. Was it Arl? Mother is Arl. Mother. Was.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought.
Well, Nubi's father, I felt kind of sad seeing a dad judging a child with inconsistent. That's terrible, William. Hi? Are you guys misleading me? I think all the information in the chat is fraudulent. Clear fraudulent.
In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy...
He made recess. They'll go buy Manila papers so they write the report. Indeed, that's correct. These two clients need to be honest with us.
This is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys.
That's true.
Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really...
I'm very sorry. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word, but our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
Look no further. They have their reasons to hide. So they are intentionally hiding. Everyone has secrets. Relieving everyone could destroy one's lives. Oh, that's too deep. What do you mean by that?
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
Okay, Lene, you have a point. You have a point. Okay.
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
I feel like I don't trust Lene. You broke my trust. It cannot be. I father, jeez. Oh my goodness. Arnav. They're adopted by a Fatui Harbinger. I'm not saying the name though. Oh, okay.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but... Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Why are you singing, Arnav? I mean, at this point, Fatui isn't all bad. Okay, there are some Fatuis that are good. Drop a name.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
Okay.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice.
His voice.
Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as—
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
I think there's a third person. There's a third person who knows Lene plans. And this third person is trying to set him up.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
Dotto? Doctor? The doctor? Timmy? Who is Timmy? Hot guy is Baladir. The three harbingers aren't bad people, but they are just forced to cause of their jobs and forced to steal other Archon's geniuses. That is getting interesting.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
Timmy, the kid who we get our chicken from. Huh? I don't remember.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust, but like I said earlier, you can be the judge.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Okay.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Watertight defense. We already have the key evidence.
Huh?
What is it? The adjournment is almost over. Let's go back.
Oh, Paimon!
I think we're very smart here. We're like attorneys now. Compared to the abuse
Being
of a
too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
We don't mind spam. Risk? Risk? You got it, Akira? I don't get it. Yes. I'm playing as Fiorina.
Both parties have returned to their positions.
Let's continue.
Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of—
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
Based on the opposition's account advance, you can identify loopholes in their scheme. This evidence includes obtained. Begin reputation.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud.
Untrue! This is so untrue.
He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her.
Untrue! Is this really true? Nice.
At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linny red-handed.
Ridiculous.
So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him in afterward. Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident. And there you have it. That's the truth.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
That's a hell of a story, guys. Oh, Fiorina is smart. So what do you think about this story? Login said to make investors happy while just using their cards. Berg, now you've done. What did Berg? Do you know that the real god of the Teyvat are called shades? And it's life, death, times. No, I don't know. But you know what? Even though you say this kind of things, Burger, I might not really understand completely. I need complete detail. It's a false accusation. I vouch that. See? And what? What, Burger?
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events, what Linny experienced, and
Linny's actions in a tent. Okay, we need to identify loophole.
Seems this won't produce a particularly effective rebuttal. Seems this won't produce a
Entrance and exits the upper.
Seems
not
this
really.
won't produce. Seems.
Oh, I can change.
Seems
Really?
this won't produce.
Not the
Se-
same. Whatever was the good luck.
Seems.
Not? What are the loopholes? There are so many messages. Now the chat is activated again. What are you talking, guys? Stop leaking. Here we get another poet. A mail, blah blah blah. Now just activated. Okay, back to normal. Maybe on stage accident. Was at this. This is not the right one. Existing evidence in the pattern out the vase. I cannot get it. Let's try everything. Isn't it?
Lenny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Lynette witnesses the results of the mayhem. Did not take part in the underground fracas. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath. Oh, really? I need to identify each other's loopholes?
Lenny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
Oh, okay, I got it. What did the room containing the core of the attack hall sleep?
According to Lenny.
Oh, that's it?
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say!
I had a hard time and then I hear Paimon's voice. It sounds annoying. Yes, all the loopholes. Okay. Hi, Pankaj Kumar. What is this? Genshin Impact? Do you play Genshin Impact?
When the
That's
countdown
normal. I
started,
agree. That's
Lenny
normal.
did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the... Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately.
Why does Paimon sound annoying suddenly? I don't like her voice in this case.
The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent!
Paimon the detective. Sounds ridiculous. Successful refutation. Oh, good job, Paimon. You sound very confident. She had a different voice actor.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that!
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
Oh, have a nice trip, Arnav. Take care. This is currently the VA from the before the... Bye, Arnav.
That's right!
My reasoning?
If that's the case, then if assuming that what you say is true, Lenny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause an...
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell him!
And that's why they're... Oh, well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't.
Information about the missing lady is identity. Which is the evidence that it wasn't it. Oh, do I have to choose?
Are you sure we don't need to give this more thought? Paimon thinks there's something.
Strange sound.
That's right! Lenny, what this means that when the crime happened, the same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now...
Well played.
Am I doing it right?
To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes,
Filipina,
then who
just
was
give up.
it?
Come on. Who's the murderer? Like answers. Only person with positive. I think the girl.
Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member.
Who is it? Who is it? Oh hi, Duyang. Today I got in a fun. I was let to lose 50 before, then I review my PT track. Still thinks now I can build a large team. Congratulations, Duyang. Well done. I guess Lara kinda gave permission too. Permission of what? Great news. She is? Are you sure? Hypothesis incorrect.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. Could there have been a third person involved?
Oh, really? Wrong?
The deceased's name is Cowell.
Really?
Huh? That can't be right.
Oh, is that?
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator.
Like any clue to view detailed information.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal. No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So where would the criminal? The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and...
It's incorrect. Oh, this too.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent.
Really?
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between them. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some...
Guys.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrance.
So we missed something?
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
I see how
What's
it
going on?
is.
I
So
know
this
you
was
lied.
all just a
Hi.
bluff. And here
Welcome
I
to the
thought you had
stream.
something to show for it. But it seems you're...
Look, since we're at a dead end, just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them... And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank.
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents. But do you not see that the crowd
I think
is growing
Filipina is the
impatient?
killer.
There is
I
no
feel like
greater
she's the
sin
killer.
in this opera house.
Oh no, we're running
If the
out of
defense
time.
is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Hold on a second.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey. The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to
Where did missing?
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would have... No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances, so... The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Now it's correct. The hypothesis is correct.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person
Just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment. How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about. Must we really?
This is magic.
I should think that of anyone. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection.
Even so, the truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much, but given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at...
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end...
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that it... Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased Cowell.
Oh, we're going somewhere. It's literally locked
We are
behind.
still examining the
Guys, what are
items,
you talking
but we have already made critical progress that we
about
feel must be
enhanced
shared with
skill.
everyone post-haste.
Oh, really?
We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately.
Oh.
The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are...
The primordial sea.
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs, and the notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
Nice.
You've got to be kidding! People
travelers.
dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy.
If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cal... Wait just a minute. Could that mean...
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order! It is
Hi,
undeniable
honey.
that
How
further
are you?
examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears...
Of course. If we uphold this hypothesis...
Right! Like the metal hook! Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the...
Okay. Let's have a break, guys. Why did you remove the Japanese voice? I think we've had enough with Japanese voice, Sebastian. So let's go back to English voice. Okay. But anyway, I think let's talk again later. I might stream later. But I have to end the stream now, guys. I'm so sorry. I have to go. Maybe she just wants those people who have her stream off. Yes. I just miss English voice, friend. But let's continue the investigation. Let's have this detective thingy later. And Addy, you just joined, but I have to go. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Talk to you later. See you later. Ah, yes. Bangles. Have bangles. Bye. See you. Let's continue this. Xiao, I got Columbina and her weapon but lose on Anifa. It's okay, Xiao. You'll get what you want next time. Congratulations. See you later. Ciao. Bye.